Hello and welcome to Sunny Ballymun for episode 8. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Rome. We have a very special day for you today, all about music, language and sound. In studio I'll be talking to Temperamental Miscellaneous, and we'll have an interview with a street dancer who can't hear music and much more.
First of all, here's Dean with his band The Nameless with some thrash metal.
Me!
Thanks for that, Dean. And now here's for something completely different.
As we all know, Ballymun has a very varied music scene featuring lots of different acts. Here's just another one.
During the week, we met up with Kelty Dial performing our new song, Out of Your Head. Check it out. Enjoy.
Gormaga Daishin Kelsey O Dinna Colin one the Dinna Colin Lala. Tommy show like temperamental miscellaneous. Hey.
Hey.
Right, so we're gonna talk to you.
Good.
You do music, so you're big here, well, to us. So what do you think your music tells people?
I suppose, well, it depends, like, because whatever way people perceive my music is their own business. I mean, I'm just, I write the lyrics myself, of course, and I compose it the way I want to deliver it, but the message, how it's picked up, is down to people. It's their own personal opinion. You know, so a lot of people talk about my lyrics and, you know, they might, it's like when you read poetry maybe in school and you think you have one definition of what the poet is saying.
And the next person has
the
a
next
different.
person has a different one, yeah. But it may mean something completely different. Sometimes I don't want to know what the poet actually means because my interpretation is
different.
Is completely different, and I enjoy my own interpretation. So that's what I feel, what way I feel about people, how they take on my work.
What style would you call your work?
I suppose if you wanted to put a genre on it, you'd call it anarcho-punk hip-hop. But you can call it what you like, really, because it's, again, people's own business, what they want to
Call it.
stylistically put it as, yeah.
What do you think people think of you, a singer or an artist?
Well, I suppose recently, because I'm putting my poetry out on audio, people can listen to that, and people are actually listening to the lyrics and stuff of my songs. I think that people are starting to recognise me as an artist overall, as opposed to Elaine the rapper or Elaine the hip hop head. It's kind of just more broad, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. If you had to live one day in your life again, what day would you pick?
Well, I try to stay in the present moment, so not living in the past, but I would probably relive a day where I was singing Billie Holiday to me Nanny Harrington.
Really? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I do, yeah, because Billie Holiday, she's a jazz singer from the 1930s, and she really inspired me. You know, and I'm in a jazz hip-hop band as well now, so it's all knitting together.
Yeah.
That part, I was about 13 then, so it really influenced me. You know, even though, well, I sing too, as well as rap. Really, the way I deliver my lyrics in a rap style is parallel to that of her own style of singing.
Do you think the people here would go further in the big world? Like, do you think they'd be world famous?
World famous, the young people in Ballymun, the musicians and that. I think if they wanted that, they could, anyone, yeah. Like, I mean, I suppose, to me now, fame is in your heart. I don't really believe in that fame and stuff on through television and being broadcasted and all that. She says that when she's really not, she's on TV. But I believe that it's more like a personal journey and about integration with other people and unity in your community. And I think that's what hip-hop does, and that's what music does, that's what bands do, and that's what young people here around me are doing, and anybody. And in the locality of Ballymun, I think that it's just all riddled with potential, and they could do anything they want to do. We can do anything we want to do, but it's the motivation. So that's why I suppose togetherness is the best thing to have, to support each other.
Would that be something if you were to work with your new projects, you'd go back and say, like, what inspiration would you give them to, like, keep doing it?
Yeah, and maybe not to be driven by, I want to be seen or recognised, but to have affiliation with their peers, as in their other friends in their age, you know, and in their little niche in society. That's what was important to me, you know. So I guess that's really more important than, you know, being recognised as famous things. People have this Hollywood idea, I think, of the music industry and stuff, and it's probably a bit weightless, you know, but I think there's so many bands in Ballymun and that are really earthy, down to earth, really grounded, and have depth and meaning, and the lyrics are amazing, incredible, and people really give all their heart and soul into it. All the young people I've worked with, I know them just to do that by nature. You know, so I think that's better than that fame.
You've worked with a lot of young kids. Would there be any ones that you'd be particular to go back and work with again?
Like I'd like to work with like younger people. I've always worked with kind of well, in Ballymun and Finglas, I suppose people from 13 to 18, 19, and I love that. But they're moving on, and there now I see them being able to mentor younger people. So the 19, 18, 19-year-olds are going and mentoring like the 13, 14, 15-year-olds, and it's great to see that. But I would love to, you know, be interacting with like 6, 7, 8-year-olds maybe, because a lot of them was coming out popping tree there, and a lot of young people were like miscellaneous. I mean, young. So that's why I wrote a song called "Step in the Ring." That's the one that the girl is in the video for, the young girl I worked with. I wrote that for those young people. I don't say kids because it's not PC, you know. But young people, they're like 3 or 4 or 5-year-olds were saying, "Miscellaneous, my sister has your EP and or your CD or whatever." And I was saying, right, I'm gonna write something that's kind of not simplistic, because I don't treat young people like idiots, because young people aren't idiots, you know. So I just treat them like people, you know, accordingly, of course. Yeah. And I was like, I'll write something that's less wordy, and you know, they'll be able to enjoy and sing along with maybe. Yeah. So that's why I wrote that, you know.
And language is very important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, oh definitely, I suppose. Well, it is and it isn't, so that's the paradox there, Rowan, you know. It is, as in, I went and I wrote a song that was a bit more, it was less wordy for the younger people, younger people to understand. But yeah, my verses, I have to be true to my heart and write all that's within me, and that means being true to my lyrical self. So if I have like 72 bars, now I haven't done music since like that 3rd year. I did music in school, so I don't really know about 16 bars, 8 bars and all that. I mean, I do in a way, but it's more intuitive, it's in your heart. But you know, so yeah.
So you write what you feel you need to write?
I just go with it. It's kind of natural, like impromptu, like what we're doing now. You know, freestyling, you're asking me things and I don't really, I mean, I have a general idea what I might say to you. It's related to music, but I do it that way. So I always found it hard to even like construct a chorus. Yeah. So I was writing verses. And people say, you have to break that up, 32 bars, 16 bars. Nah, that's not the way I write, like. But now I've found a nice structure. I know how to construct bridges and stuff like that. And I just write it. I stay true to my own musical self, and I try and mould it so that other people can enjoy it too. Because I think of the listener as well. But with regard to the lyrics, yeah, you know, I have the language is quite important.
What would you tell young people who come up to you and ask, like, how do I do this and how do I do that? Would you?
On the street?
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind that, but mostly they hit me up on Facebook, on my website as well, on Twitter and stuff like that. And sometimes, and then sometimes on the street, like last night, for example, I mean, someone asked me for a rap, and I was like, you know, I've just been doing gigs. I'm not a jukebox. Sometimes they treat me like a jukebox, and I don't really dig that. But at the same time, some of the young guys I worked with, they go to a school down the way from me, and on their break, they'd bump into me sometimes, and they'd be like, oh, Lane. I'd say, right, well, give us a rap, you know what I mean? Or they'd say, listen to this. More so, they would say, listen to this. Other people who I don't work with would say, give us a rap. I'm like, I'm not a jukebox. Yeah. But, you know, so I'd accompany their verses on the street, on the corner, on their break with a beatbox, you know. So I happily, you know, support that.
Well, it's been nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
This has been me with Elaine in the studio. She's going to do a performance for us now.
A tongue, a melody, a rhythm. Not just a language my heart only knows. Éireann fado fado. Stories of long ago. Prayers in the wind, carried like secrets in our eyes. Oh, we dare not utter truth, the utmost treasure of our isle. A half-mast pride, no emblem to conceal or clutch within our father's hands. Measuring our stallions by his palms. Still, our heroes' hooves tread on these lands. White lily brow, sink to meet your scent cheek of rose glow. Not just our rivers running free, it was our tears salted the sea. Hey Sticky, listen to me. Druid dreams rising from mystery. History, Celtic mythology, Colleen Rua, wise is your emerald iris. The world celebrates our Irish Dionysus. Grimskadim and adamant on our ascent. Spirit of the Gael, not broken but bent. A jig or a real dance, our rhythm straight. We've reached here now, God grant us patience. creation on stone page. Johnny come over, son of the cladder. Once more, tread on the clover, fight with naught but a ballad.
Bills here, bills everywhere. People them want kid with bills higher. Higher. Who can blaze the fire? Keep it higher and higher. Yeah.
And I'm here with Eddie and Mario talking about their interest in dance despite being deaf. What inspired you to get into dancing? How do you dance to the music? What kind of music do you prefer to dance to? What style of dance do you like, and do you have a favourite dance? Has it been hard for you to learn dance? What are the challenges of being deaf in Ireland, and how can the government and others improve services? What do you study in college, and how do you find the subjects?
That looked like fun.
Yeah, it was.
You want to show me your mouse?
No.
Yeah.
No. No. Thanks for watching.
Thanks to Miscellaneous.
Tune in next time.
Slán agus fáilte.
Bye!